sometimes you know, scratch surfaces too much that people don't want to be touched in that way. They reject that idea or they don't see it. And I would think, oh, they'll love it. That's something they haven't seen. You know, it hasn't been touched on. That's a literature is different because you take it personally to yourself and have a look at it. With a movie, they're all seeing one person's vision.
Had enough, don't you?
Well, one of the exciting things about this from the beginning was the fact of David's great popularity in the music world and as an icon all over the world. And so the fact that he was going to do the music meant that he was going to have to do it while the shoot was on.
Would be changing roles. He would then be part of, Mr. Newton wasn't a composer and he wasn't a filmmaker, he was Mr. Newton.
The original deal we made with David and Bobby Lippman, who became David's agent, is RCA, which was to do the soundtrack, would pay for it. I think it was $250,000, and that would be David's fee. A pittance sounds like a lot of money, but it's a pittance compared to what salaries are now, what fees are now, and also what he made as a rock star.
$300 million?
Not more.
More?
I need more.
Michael Dealey, as I was told it, he tried to renegotiate with David, and David said, "Up yours." When I finally heard the soundtrack, I thought it was remarkable. David is one of those Renaissance people. He can do anything, as he's shown. Well, as you know, the soundtrack is now the album that David did called Low.
In the first rough cut, I temp scored the movie entirely with Pink Floyd music, mostly with Dark Side of the Moon music. Now, you have to remember that this had only recently come out at that point, so it was relatively new. It worked brilliantly. I mean, I thought, for me anyway, I thought it was just, it complemented the picture enormously and gave it this enormous time spread to me. It felt like an eternity because of the style of the Pink Floyd music. Not surprisingly, at that time, and probably now, it was horrendously expensive to buy. In the end, it was John Phillips who actually put the music together, which came from a lot of different sources.
John had a tremendous knowledge of esoteric type country and western and things that. And so it was that we constructed it from that, and he was an extraordinary musician, John.